State of Massachusetts. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They'll get him to the ground at the 37. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get into place on offense. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
In motion comes the tight end left. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, we just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the air, May. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's May. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And the Raider 1st down.
Now Smith. It's Myers again with another catch. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now Geno. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. And it's 2nd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Douglas, the man in motion. Throwing here is May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Looking to throw, May. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
For the Patriots.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Out of the gun, Smith. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Smith. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
The Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. May. Gets this complete to Butte. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Here's May. Got a man, Butte. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. From the shotgun, May with it. He completes it to Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this down to the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Checking this down to Stevenson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Smith. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Thornton, the motion man right. Geno now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, it's Genty. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Geno going to hand it to Genty. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll try the air now with Smith. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. And Diggs has it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Myers in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Third down, here's Genty. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. New England trying to get a place on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 8. To the air, May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Being chased out left. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Powering his way forward. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Short pass caught by Henry. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Oh, look at the juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a gain of 7.
It's a 7-yard carry to 7.
He's read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing here is May. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. We're going to throw. May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And they go play action with May. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They go play action now. May. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the shotgun, it's May. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a fast footwork by White. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now Smith. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing now is Gino. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On play action, May. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, May with it. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
This is caught. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Here's May. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Stevenson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Fast footwork by White. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Raiders. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Smith. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now 2nd and 5. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Here's Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And he'll he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he returns this to the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
3. The offense on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air, May. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there for New England. 54 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Running left is Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, 15 yards. And the Patriots have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To the right side, here's Mayer. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Genty. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Geno now to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Again, Smith. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Geno. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure pressure, again, swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England's offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Milton Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw, Smith. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 27.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Smith. was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Smith to throw. Open man is Tucker. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Smith's going to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Smith. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Smith. Forced out to his left. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
For a Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. A give for Stevenson, running right. Oh, nice move. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Looking to throw, May. That's caught by Davis.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
First throw here in overtime for Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 50, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number one play with my number one runner over my number one blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
2 yards on the
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher, third down and 9.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Ooh, the juke. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The defense did its part. 3 points now. All they need is they work on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, May with it. Short pass caught by Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
It's not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. And the big bulls up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Each team's had it in overtime, so next score wins. Here's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man is Myers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Gino. That's caught by Tucker. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the zone read, a give to Genty. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. New England trying to get a place on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On the handoff, Stevenson. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
At the 22-yard line.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in the back bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.